purpose of this assignment is to learn how to assign assignments to students on Castle Learning. Click Assignments, third tab down again. Remember, John has several assignments he's made previously and some he's imported, as we've shown you in previous videos. We're going to work with that same test assignment we just created, test 1. Alright, you got a couple of buttons here. Notice there are 10 questions, the date it was created, alright, how many people responded. 0 people have responded or completed this assignment because we have not assigned it to somebody. That's the purpose of this video. All the way on the right is the button Assign or Monitor Students. That button is next to the same Edit, View and Edit button, the Trash, Delete Assignment button, and then another option to start assignments. That button on the right there is if you have Centio clickers, you can utilize them to have students answer questions in class with a remote control. On the left, the white square and the magnifying glass, that's the button we're working with to assign and monitor students. Click it. You have to pick the class.
This is for results.
Right? No, oh yes, notice the top tab, Assignment Results. We have no results because we haven't assigned anything yet. The second tab, Assign to Students. Click that. Alright, and you should scroll through all these tabs. The class we created is John's Earth Science Period 2 class. Again, your roster should be longer and reflect the exact number of students in your class. We created a 3-person roster just to show you.
You could also do all classes at once instead of doing this per class.
Okay.
Make it a little easier on yourself.
Yeah, that's good too. Alright, Assign to Students.
So
You want to scroll across the top real quick? Let's just finish the top tab.
Sure.
Quick Assign. There's a way to quickly assign. Once all your classes are set and you have the exact number of kids in each class, you can simply just click the class title using this function and assign your entire class from here. Next to that would be Self-Assign. You can assign this to yourself so that you will be able to see exactly what the students see. That's a very useful function we'll get to by the end of the video. Alright, let's go back to Assign to Students. Check All. Alright, once again, you can uncheck some if you didn't want to assign 1 or 2 kids in your class something. Alright, check All, and now you have a couple of options. Here's where you'll pick how the students see the assignment from home. Under Modes, notice the question mark. Notice the question marks next to all these words. Hover your mouse, don't click, just hover your mouse over those question marks and it'll explain to you what each option means. If you want to keep your assignment open, make it a quiz, or create an offline assignment. Alright? You have to create the assignment that works best for you and your course. How do you like to create assignments, John?
I do it usually a quiz mode.
Okay.
Do the kids get 1 choice or 2 choices with that, Mike? The quiz mode.
Quiz mode, I believe they can only respond 1 time.
Right, I think so too.
Alright.
They open, they have 2 times to
Right.
get the answer
If you
correct.
leave it open, they can answer
Right.
once and then they have a second shot if they get it wrong.
Right. Yeah, and also with the open mode, they get feedback, and the quiz mode, they don't get feedback, it says here. So
Okay.
it's I do it both ways actually.
Okay.
I do
Yeah.
open it and quiz.
Yes. I usually leave the tab open, and then in the second option, notice availability options, I usually give them a due date. Alright, if you leave it as always, it'll always be open. The students can answer the questions at their leisure. From to, that's where you can set a day and time.
This is the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah, that is most like a homework assignment, when you hand something out
Right.
and you give them a due date.
Right.
Alright, you can literally change the time. Alright, so when should we make this due?
Well, let's say it started today, we'll make it due, what, Sunday night you want to make it due?
Sure.
Sunday
Sunday.
it's 11:59 p.m., so midnight.
So they'll literally have until midnight on September 22nd to complete this assignment. Okay. Just show them timed real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If you click timed button, I use this at the end of the year when I'm doing Regents Review. I give students a half hour or 45 minutes to complete a certain number of questions.
Yeah, you're mean.
I am.
Stressing out those kids.
They hate it.
I
They
know.
hate it. So what do you want to do? Back to from and to? You want to do timed?
Yeah, from and to, yeah, we'll
From
keep it
and
like
to.
that.
Made the due date.
Yep.
The bottom section, you have several options here. You can randomize, and I strongly recommend that you randomize.
Yeah, you should definitely do that.
That's so that each student does not get the same question in the same exact order.
Then they just cheat.
Yeah, it makes it a little more difficult for them to share answers. The read speaker, text-to-speech is very useful. I know I personally have English language learners, and that's very good for them. They can hear the words being spoken in proper English.
Yeah, I never check that box. I always keep that option open.
All right.
This,
Go ahead.
The
Auto lock?
last one is like, so the kids can't go back and view the questions. This would be good if you don't want kids to cheat. Go back and tell their friends the answers, even though they're randomized.
So once they've selected an answer for their question, they can no longer see that question again for the duration of the assignment. Is that correct?
Yeah, the only thing I think is bad about this is that they actually can't go back and see something they got wrong.
Right. I've never used this
Yeah, I
option.
never used it either.
I should try it once. But you again, go through these, create it, however it works best for your class. Once you're done picking these options, you click the assign button, and you've now assigned. You'll notice in yellow and red up top, it tells you that you've assigned to the students that you selected. All right. Click back to assignment list. Scroll down to that assignment. Ours again is called test. You'll notice test here, and that square with the magnifying glass is now green. When it's green, green means go. That means students have it available.
Yeah, you can now see
Alright.
we have 3 students that have it open.
Yeah. Can you hover the mouse over the green box? All right. Notice it says in parentheses, accessible to all assigned students. When that box is yellow, it means that it's accessible to some students, and when it's red, it means it's unavailable, that no students can access the
It's locked
assignment.
out now. Exactly.
All right. And that box will turn red on September 22nd at 11:59.
Yeah, midnight,
Yeah,
exactly.
once it strikes midnight, because the assignment is now closed. Okay, we just want to show you another way to assign things to students. You want to check the box next to test.
Sure.
Okay. At the bottom, you have several options. You can assign, move, share, publish. Go through some of these options and see some of the things you can do. I personally like the second to the last one where it says duplicate. I like to recreate that assignment and give students second chances after they've been locked out of an assignment if they need to make something up. For this purpose, let's once again click assign. Notice the screen, John's second period Earth Science class, it says in blue, all students in this class have these assignments. So now you know that you've assigned it to that student. Should we maybe use another
Yeah, we'll check
assignment?
that out.
Okay, let's close the screen. Pick another assignment that we haven't assigned.
I'll do my mania one.
Unit 1 Mania.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't ask.
Okay, I don't want to know. Click assign, and now notice these 3 students that we've created do not have the assignment. You can check all. Also, you can click assign to self at the top, and that will literally assign the assignment to you so that you can view it and see what the students are seeing on their home screen. Go through the same options as we taught you before,
Yep.
how to assign, and that button on the bottom left, assign, once you've picked your options, would assign it.
Right. We're not going to do that in this case, but that's just what you can do.
Right. In order to complete this assignment, for this in-service course, the print screen that we need to see is of the title, Test 1, or whatever you titled your assignment. Get the entire screen so much so that we can see the green box and the magnifying glass. Send that off, and you've completed this assignment.